What's up guys, LackOfSkills here, and today I have a warrior deck for you. I just put this together. I am not even gonna show you the deck because this is fucking embarrassingly bad. So this is really just a meme deck, if you will. Sort of an experiment, really. What this pretty much does is it really is just packed with burst. It's just burst on top of burst on top of more burst. Like that's just really it. Yeah, I mean, what can I tell you about it? It's really just a meme, but it seems to work pretty well. I went 4-1 with this so far, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably put the win record as the thumbnail for this video, so I'm gonna drop that and keep this. It's just a lot of high value critters and a bunch of bursts. Since I only have 2 sowers, there's only 2 sowers in this deck, but I do recommend you run 3 of course. In any warrior list should probably always have 3 sowers. The Doran list always have 3 sowers pretty much, so your opponent passes the turn. There's a Northwind Outpost. The only problem with Northwind Outpost in this deck is that it slows your roll, because you just play that and you do nothing else for the turn. You don't get creatures on the board or whatever, which kind of just sucks, but we are gonna find out if this works. Let's call a clan captain. There's a gatekeeper. Right, so we're gonna ring out a mammoth. And then probably either outpost or troll, depending on what he does here. I don't think there's a scenario where we play gatekeeper.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
I stand corrected. If he's smart, he'll buff it on himself, because he'll take out my mammoth that way. But he's debating defense or damage pretty much. He went for the defense. Alright, fair enough. Let's see, what do we... Oh, hello, right on cue. I think it's gonna be troll. Troll sounds fancy. You just kind of don't really want to play for the board ever, but since he's also playing warrior, that sounds like a good idea. This deck doesn't really have any draw power, but like I said, I've been quite successful with it, surprisingly enough. Although I do actually not recommend you play this on the ladder, because you'll probably get wrecked. Even though I did play this on the ladder, and it actually worked for me, because although I do think it has to do with a lot of the good draws. If you get good draws, yes or no, else it just kind of ends up cucking you pretty hard, let's be honest. And it depends on what your opponent's playing. Warrior against warrior never really works. If they're playing like a slower sort of deck, you always have a better chance, to be honest.
I have no fear of you, cowardly schemer.
Relentless Raider, yeah, that's definitely a card I'd say you put in any aggro deck. I don't have Relentless Raider, so for me it's kind of a no-go, but... Oh, hello, Halalu Sharpshooter. That actually is tempting. I think I will.
I only need one shot.
And with that we can also clear the board and put 10 damage on, which is fine. And I'll probably play Sower next turn, or perhaps Outpost Gatekeeper. Like I said, it really just depends on what he's doing here. He's playing a Mammoth and then a 2-drop. Probably another Clan Captain, maybe a Shaman. No, he's got nothing, alright. Savage Ogre, which also is a bunch of reach. And since he did not do anything, we're probably just gonna end up playing the Sower of Revenge here.
They missed their shot. Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
Because playing Sower on curve is always amazing, to be honest. And also if he had like a North Firebrand or a raiding party, that puts him out of the range of killing my Bleak Coast Troll here, which is also good. I mean, a Savage Ogre has won me a couple games already, to be honest, because it's just, you draw a North Firebrand, you summon him, you drop a Savage Ogre, he's a 6/6 pretty much, and you proceed to swing face. You can just punch a lot of damage with just like one card, pretty much. And if you have Savage Ogre, North Firebrand, and Morgul Gatekeeper in your hand, it gets even sillier. So he did have the Clan Captain. Enchanted Plate, fair enough. He's gonna take 5 from the Sower. And hands him another card. Mudcrab, Ankle Snapper, this puts lethal on the board for me. Alto Enormous Master is a good pickup here, actually. It's Vigilante. Alright, that's lethal. So I was thinking about buffing this after swinging, but since we did draw the Vigilante, there will be no need. Even if he gets the Prophecy here. He did not. That is lethal.
There's nowhere they can hide.
And there we go. And that's number 1. So this only took 5 minutes. I'll be playing another game, because like I said, I'm gonna try and keep them between 10 and 15 minutes. There's a win. And this is on ranked, as you can see. I'll actually show you here. I've been playing a lot of meme decks, so like you say, haven't been focusing on playing this or any other good decks. I'm currently working on Battle Mage Experiments and possibly Lalu, but I'm not quite sure yet. And I don't want to be that guy who plays the same Conscription, what's that other card? Conscription and that one dude that gives +1/+1 to all creatures in your deck. I don't want to be that guy, because there's fucking 20 videos about that deck already. So I don't want to be that dude who plays that same shit. I think the most important thing in this game is having fun. And I think that's a lot of people just forget about having fun. They just play the most try-hard bullshit you can possibly assemble, and it's just it's just not fun anymore. I just don't think it's fun. I think playing with a mediocre deck and pulling out a tight win is just much more fun than just, I'm playing my Telvanni pre-patch Conscription and ruining everybody. It's boring, dude. Oh, hello, Gordwalk. I don't know, that just kind of bores me. We don't have the ring. I think I'll shuffle in Gordwalk, because I wouldn't be able to play him until fucking turn 6, and yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna keep the Vanguards, rather. Savage Ogre, that's even worse. Oh my god. This draw is horrendous. My curve is pretty good here, but my curve is good in the deck list, but this draw is just, no. This is quite bad, let's be honest. Opponent on the Sorcerer list. So what will that be? You might actually play the High Hrothgar deck, that'd be amazing. Because I love that High Hrothgar Ring of Imaginary Might deck, it's hilarious. It's just let me play this Portcullis 10-10, and everybody's like, what the fuck just happened? So let's see what our opponent is doing here. He does have the ring, which is bad, and I'd say you definitely want the ring with this deck. He has passed the turn, alright. Here's Nord Firebrand Savage Ogre combination. We're gonna keep that.
Lords must take back Sky.
Swing with the Vanguard. I'm kind of hoping to lose one at turn 3, so I can play the Battalion at turn 4, because I just don't have anything else at the moment. I don't think he's gonna Sorcerer's Negation it. That would be kind of bullshit to do. Mostly just dumb, really. This is just not worth negating something that's this week. Opponent doesn't really know what he's doing here. Firebolts, fair enough. So there's the Battalion I was looking for. And the Spinner, that gives me extra assurance, that's nice. That's just...
Lords must take back Sky.
Drop another one, a swing. I've just got unlucky with the double Savage Ogre draws here. That just it's really unlucky. Because that is my absolute top end, I think. The 7 cost is my absolute top end. There's a few 5 drops. The Sowers, and then you have Gordwalk and 3 Savage Ogres, and that's pretty much my top end, right? The rest is all 4, I think 10 4 drops or whatever, then a bunch of 3 drops, and most of it is actually 2 drops. So it's just kind of just an unlucky draw here, but looks like my opponent didn't get the best of his deck either. Or he's just slow or AFK, I don't know what he's doing, but... Next turn play will probably be the Battalion here, unless he plays something... that's fair enough, I guess. Let's draw a card. Oh, Alpha Luffy, that's so tempting. I was also thinking about just Earthbone Spinning here, because it will not get him a 0 cost card in his deck, but the thing is, you're probably not gonna draw those immediately, but if he does draw them, he's gonna get a lot of value from it. Plus, I don't have to trade in. But then again, I do lose out on a silence, but at turn 7 I have a bunch of bursts I could possibly play with the Ogre and whatever to get rid of a huge creature. So I think I'm gonna just play for the board.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
think that was the right play, just to play for the board there. And I hope I draw a free drop so I can combine with the all fluffy assassin, else it's just gonna be the Stormcloak, what's his face? Vanguard, is it? Yeah, battalion, that's it. Else it's just gonna be the battalion. Let's just see what my opponent is doing here. He's at 4 magic, potential is Lightning Bolt. What else could he play? Lightning Bolt. Maybe Sorcerer's Negation, but that's just unlikely. Parastalker, Dark Guardian perhaps with the ring. I have no clue actually what he's doing here, it's quite interesting.
I slay the unworthy.
All fluffy, alright. And he did play Reverberating Strike. That is interesting, quite interesting. What do we do here? I think I'm just gonna get another battalion. I'm going to sack this off. Usually I wouldn't, but... And I think the play will be Bleak Coast. And then we can battalion and whatchamacallem, Fluffy Assassin next turn. He's played Lightning Bolts. I did have like, ooh, Sower of Revenge. That is tempting, but we will not be playing Sower. Just get on the board. I'd rather have 2 creatures than just Sower. Mainly because it doesn't have access to as much burst. Ice Storm, fair enough. Battalion survives, which I can definitely live with. I think I'm actually just gonna punch a bunch of damage here. Also because it's on curve and I'll still have 10 damage on the board here. Plus it makes Sower a bunch more viable because... Why I say that is because Sower deals 5 damage when he gets killed. So that means he pretty much has to silence it. Spirit's Knife, alright. So I can punch for another 10 here potentially. Oh, nope, never mind, alright. Oh, hello. The play is going to be... Mammoth Sower. Puts another 9 damage on the board, potentially 10. If I equip the dagger, but I might just punch with the ogre. Again, if I get to play. Oh. Now that is spicy. What is he thinking about here? That does not get charged, so that's interesting. Oh, that's reach. Oh, I win. That's lethal. Pop. Pop.
There's nowhere they can hide.
Pop. Lethal. There we go. That's fancy. And other options would have been the Savage Ogre, so... Since he didn't hit a prophecy, the charge was not required for the win. And that's about 14 minutes, so that'll do. And like I said at the start, I wouldn't show you the deck list, but I think I'll just will. Because as you can see, I just picked up another 2 easy mode wins here. It's just one, this is typically one of those decks that look ridiculous, but work amazing. I can't really explain it. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you the deck list and then I'll end the video off here. Like I said, I've been working on other experiments, so stay tuned for them. I'm starting my new job next week on a Tuesday, and I usually am not able to record during the weekends. So what I might do is record a bunch of videos ahead on a Monday, so you'll keep seeing content from me, and then I have a free day on a Friday, I think, so I might be able to record more then. Anyway, so like I said, I'll try to keep content posted for you guys. I didn't even give this a name. Let me just name this for you guys. Hold on. I can't type, dude. Wait. See if this fits. This is in a way, hold on. There we go. Anyway, this is the list. It's really simple. It's just got the Firebrands like, in combination with the Savage Ogres, like I said, Dig of Daggers, Fluffy Assassin, or Clan Captain, Vanguard, Battle Rage Orc. Like I said, this is really a charge-heavy deck. Lally Sharpshooter for removal, Outpost, Altruin Armsmaster. Actually, if Altruin Armsmaster stays on the board a couple turns, you can get a lot of value from him. It's definitely a good card in this sort of setup deck, if you will. Bleak Coast Troll, of course, Earthworm Spinner's removal. I only have 2 Sowers. What I would do is probably take out a Outpost and play another Sower. Or take out a Swiftwing Dragon and play another Sower. Anyway, I got Swiftwing Dragon in here because he can help you finish off games. Little nerd fact here, for those who've played Skyrim, the Dragonborn DLC, this actually is Sadofar, the dragon you meet with Mirok, because he has the weird beak thing, right? I definitely like that design. Anyway, that's just a random side note here. Underworld Vigilantes, Burst, and Gordwalk. If your opponent fails to kill Gordwalk, you get immediate value. And since there's a lot of charge in this deck, say you play Gordwalk at turn 6, you play him on Q, and he summons you. That's the good part about Gordwalk as well. I keep interrupting myself, I am so sorry guys. The good part about Gordwalk as well, he summons it at the start of your turn. So that means, if Gordwalk summons Swiftwing Dragon, for example, you can swing immediately for 5, plus the swing for Gordwalk is 4, you can deal 9 damage just right away. It would be pretty good. Anyway, that's really just the list. It's pretty simple. It's nothing special, but it works really well. And this is definitely pretty budget. Bleakcoast Troll is one of those special pack cards, I think. Not sure what it's called again. The Madhouse collection or the other collection. I don't know. It's one of those collections. And then you have Gordwalk, which is the only legendary in this list, and Sword. So this deck is also pretty cheap to play. So if you're like playing a budget player and you're looking for a deck that works pretty relatively well, I definitely say give this a swing. It's just a good deck. It's budget a good deck, I think. It's a lot of fun to play. Just the only thing you have to do is that you have to know when to make decisions, when to play for the board, and when to just swing face pretty much, right? But those are the kind of things you learn when playing the game more. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. This has been LackOfSkills signing out.